Hey guys, welcome to Coding After 30. In today's video, I'm going to tell you about one thing I discovered that's been actually helping me to become better at coding, and it's something that you could already do on YouTube. On top of that, I'm also going to share one of the most underrated channels that I have discovered where it is basically programming gold when it comes to React and JavaScript. Now, before I go on, my name is Paul, and on this channel, I talk about switching careers late in life. So if this is something that interests you, consider subscribing. Anyway guys, so I'm a self-taught developer. I've mostly studied stuff from YouTube, stuff from places like Udemy and Pluralsight, Treehouse, and pretty much every other site that you could want. And I didn't really understand there was something that's missing and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. Until recently, I started watching a lot of live coders, basically people that do like a live stream where they code and go through the process. And then it finally hit me. I was missing the feedback loop. Whenever you're taking courses, yeah, you could ask questions to instructors, but it's a very asynchronous way of doing it because you ask a question, you wait a couple of days, and sometimes you get an answer. And what happens is you're not getting feedback on what you're doing, so you're not able to self-correct fast enough or quickly enough to really make your learning as optimal as possible. So I found this channel, devmentorlive, and what stood out about this channel is not only that it's one of the most underrated programming channels out there, but the fact the guy will just come on and he'll ask you, what do you want to build? And he will build that thing in front of you. And it's amazing to see someone who's able to code something from scratch in front of you live. That takes skill. A lot of these tutorials, even tutorials that I do, they're pre-planned. You don't see mistakes. Why? Because they are edited out. Coding live is literally one of the hardest things to do, not because of the pressure to do things right, but also things won't go right. And so you have to be able to solve things real time. And this is amazing. So when you see someone who's able to code real time in real life, it's already like an accomplishment of its own. But to be able to ask questions and get answers to see why someone is doing what, why are they using certain technologies over what others or certain patterns over others, it will give you an insight about programming, something that you'll never get in a course. So I recommend to you guys, go check out devmentorlive, check out his channel, and also find other channels that do live coding. Make sure you are asking questions because you need to get that feedback. And the best thing that I took away from watching live coding tutorials is that when people get stuck, you see the process that they go through to get themselves unstuck. And this brings me to the next point. Eventually, you're going to get to a point where Udemy courses, I took a lot of Udemy courses, and majority of them are just repetition of other courses. There's really no new knowledge that you're gonna get. And at that point, you're gonna have to decide, how do you get to that next level? How do you get to going from beginner program to intermediate level? Yes, you could do it by yourself. Yes, you could go to boot camp. You could go to school. Yes, all those things are legit, but you could also get private coaching. And the only reason I tell to you, like, I want to recommend this channel, devmentorlive, not because like I don't get any benefit from it, but I know that it will benefit you. I actually signed up and took courses. They're not cheap. They're $80 an hour. I actually cut my phone bill in half by changing my service, canceled a bunch of other things just so I could make sure that I could commit to at least 3 lessons a month, because I believe that getting coaching, especially from someone who is an expert developer, will help me learn things faster. Let me know in the comments if you agree or not, but at least go check out that channel because I know you're going to get a lot of value out of it. And I would do it sooner than later because as he starts growing in subscribers, he's not going to be able to do live streams as he's doing now and be able to answer everybody's questions. Right now, it's amazing. He'll do a live stream for like 3 hours. It'll be like 15 people on. And it's literally like private tutoring. I paid $80 for my lesson with him, and it's totally worth it. I know $80 is a big price to pay. To me, it's worth it. If, like, I look at it this way, am I willing to sacrifice one day of work to invest in my education? And yes, I am. So let's say you make $10 an hour and you work 5 days a week. Are you willing to sacrifice that one full day to get one weekly coaching session? To me, it's worth it, because I know that by becoming a better programmer, by becoming a better developer, I will be able to get return on investment by getting higher paying jobs. So to me, it's no brainer, but I know everybody's in different situations. So if you have a friend, you could jump on and do group sessions, and you could split the cost. So if you get 4 people and everybody pays $20, that's a great deal. The reason I'm promoting this channel is because I haven't seen anything better yet. And maybe I'm not checking out all the channels. So if you find a better channel that gives you more value outside of just talking how you could become a developer in 3 months, let me know, because I would love to check it out. Anyway, this is something I wanted to share. So go check out devmentorlive. Check out his channel. You don't have to sign for those classes. I don't get no commission. I don't care. I'm actually spending my money that I earn to pay him so I could learn things that I believe are going to help me move up in my career and become a better developer. Okay guys, so before I go, I just want to share with you a very important part here. Anybody who's looking to become a developer, especially if you're older, don't believe the hype that it's easy. It is very difficult. It is very frustrating. There's a lot of people on YouTube, and I am trying not to be one of them, that sell you a dream. They sell you this lifestyle. It's no different than the same people that are selling you courses on how to make money online through dropshipping. This is a long road. It's a hard road. It takes a lot of work, a lot of effort, and success is not guaranteed. So if you're thinking to jump into programming because you think in 1 year, 2 years, some people think in 3 months, you're going to get a job making thousands of dollars, that is not true. And the reason why I wanted to share with you the fact that I'm willing to pay $80 an hour to get lessons to become a better developer, that's my commitment. I don't go out. I stay home. I code most of my free time. People like, well, your life must suck, and it does. And people ask me, why are you doing it? Why are you coding as much as possible? I'm 40 years old. I'm not 20 years old. I cannot have the same habits as a 20-year-old and expect to accomplish the same work, because time is not on my side. So what I have to do is spend as much time as possible, learn as much as I can, build as much as possible so I could catch up. And when I go to interviews, know what I'm talking about. When I code and work on my project, actually have the skill to accomplish my goal. This is what you have to understand. Coding, it's one of those things you can't fake. You just can't. You have to be able to do the work. And the work that is required for coders to do, it is hard. It will take a long time to learn, and before you even get to the job making $120,000, it will be a while. Like, I just want to tell you from my perspective, maybe some people, I don't know, they're magically smart that they download knowledge into their brain, but I can't stress this truth enough. And I know I'm talking a lot about it, but I see some people that I talk to really get caught up on this dream, this lifestyle of being a programmer. It is not what it's cut out to be. I do it because I love it. When people ask me, why did you start paying somebody to learn? My goal is I strive to become a better programmer. I don't strive to make more money. Yes, I will make more money, consequence of being a better programmer. But when looking at shitty code drives me nuts, right? It bothers my mind, even though I write bad code right now. And when I get better and I start writing cleaner code, the code from a week ago, I'm like, oh, what were you doing? I want to do things better. I want to do things right. So this drive of me of becoming a programmer, I know the money will come, but the money is not my goal. And some people might argue with me on this point, but I just want to tell you, if you want to have a better life, and you want to do it through coding, you actually have to like it and enjoy it. Because if you don't, this is not the field for you. There's way too much studying. There's way too much time spent in front of the computer trying to figure things out. Today, I was stuck on one problem. Today is Saturday. And by the way, it's like Saturday 2 a.m. and I'm making this video because I spent most of the day coding. I was stuck on this stupid thing. The mistake was so simple, but I spent 3 hours trying to figure it out. And sometimes that's what it takes. Anyway, enough of me babbling. I wanted to get this video out there. Go check out devmentorlive, especially if you're interested in React and JavaScript. And anyway, if you like this video, if you like what I do on this channel and want to show your support, subscribe. If you think this video was a complete waste of time, of course dislike, but I want to be honest with you, and hopefully one of you who watches this video will realize it's like, man, it's not as easy as it's cut out, but I really want to do it and I'm just gonna put in the work. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later.